Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mile, and for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 23 of season 3 of Steven Universe, entitled Earthlings. Of course, this is for Area DMG and all that stuff, you know, Suki Nihon, Area DMG, all that good stuff. Anyways, where the last episode ended, Amethyst was all ready to go take on Jasper, because they found Jasper's little menagerie of corrupted gems that she made out of the beta kindergarten, which Peridot brought them to. So, Jasper and Amethyst fight, and this leads to a bit of discussion about the purpose of the gems and the earth. You see, there has to be kind of an order to the Diamond Authority. That sounds like something like a baseball metaphor, doesn't it? Yeah, anyways, there has to be kind of a thing to the Diamond Authority. Everything that's not a logical attachment or a logical purpose for the Diamond Authority, because they're kind of like Vulcans from Star Trek, must be eliminated. Everything must be perfect, precise. It's kind of a weird, shiny dystopia. Everything in its place, and a place for everything. A place for the things that don't match up with the rest of this puzzle piece, the rest of this Diamond Authority, must be eradicated and eliminated. So they're kind of like crystal space socialists. Oh wait, crystal space Nazis, National Socialists. Yes, with the whole idea of eugenics, where some gems aren't created properly, so the infirm must be shattered. That type of thing. Anyways, Jasper and Amethyst fight, and it doesn't go too well for Amethyst. In fact, she's losing until Steven knocks over one of the little core drill things that look like the influenza virus or so. They look like an RNA thing, actually. Kind of. I have to go check that again. They look kind of like a disease. Little injectors. He knocks one over and separates Jasper and Amethyst for a moment and gives Amethyst a bit of a pep talk. So they lock arms in a powerful bro fist, sort of. Or bro shake, sort of. Not even a dance. And then fuse into Smokey Quartz, a three-armed giant that uses a yo-yo style weapon. And okay. That kind of answers that, because a lot of people were concerned that maybe Steven wouldn't be able to actually fuse with any of the gems, and maybe just with Connie. And there was some speculation on that amongst the rather rabid fan base for the show, and now that that's been proven wrong, we can get into all the stuff. Maybe, well, we'll see what type of creative chaos happens with fusion. You see, fusion is now more of a combat metaphor, kind of similar to how there's this new Dragon Ball Z game out called like Fusion something or other that just came out in Japan. We're getting it later this year, and in that one, everybody has fusions. Like, literally, characters from like, oh, here's a character from the original Dragon Ball, and a character from Dragon Ball Z. Fusions! That type of stuff. And it's kind of a neat little, it's a neat little gimmick. Anywho, Jasper's all like, I am not going to be beaten by a fusion again, and she decides to use one of the corrupt monsters to fuse, and yeah, that was a mistake. Anyways, Smokey Quartz beats Jasper and Jasper's fusion with the Corruptabeast thing. So, kind of like a thermite? I don't know. I'm not sure what I would call that. Because the Smokey Quartz is actually a thing. Since it's assumed that Jasper is a quartz, and some of these Corruptabeasts are also quartz. Like a combination, like... These are like pet rocks with attitude. Anyways, just like, I'm not sure what you would call that. For this, I'm going to call it the thermite. I don't know, because that sounds cool. It's not really any way related to that, but yeah, that sounds like a cool name for the Jasper Corruptibeast fusion. Anywho, that doesn't work out. Jasper's all like, why does everything I fuse with leave? And I'm like, oh wow, you had your Woody Allen moment, Jasper. Congratulations. Why does everything I love leave me? Oh, oy vey. Okay, but yeah, that was just like, okay, weird. But Jasper starts becoming corrupted, and Jasper reveals a couple things about Jasper's from Earth, and Jasper has been fighting since the beginning because Jasper wants to take revenge on Rose Quartz for what happened to Jasper's colony, what happened to the planet, and what happened to Jasper's diamond. Not yellow diamond, pink diamond. Dun dun dun! My guess is that, like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, Rose Quartz is not only is she not pink diamond, she totally shattered pink diamond. That's what happened. That's what they're implying here, right? Which it actually makes sense because of her aversion to Bismuth's breaking point weapon. Which, I'm a little sad to see Jasper go, because I want Jasper to use the breaking point weapon in some way. Although, I'm okay if one of the diamonds gets a hold of that. I mean, they could have like some kind of all-out diamond war, because hey, with Pink Diamond gone, the balance of the Diamond Authority will most likely shift to either the blue, the, I guess, red or white, or the yellow diamond. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what the other colors are, essentially. I think there's like yellow is the big one that they've messed with. But there's two other diamonds, like a blue diamond and such. So maybe the balance of power has been shifting between those. They may be stuck in some kind of gem war or whatnot. And then, of course, Thanos will show up, poof a bunch of them, stick them in his hand, and there we end up with Avengers 3. Anywho, we find out that, well, yeah, Rose Quartz did something to Pink Diamond. Very likely shattered her. Well, and then Jasper completely corrupts, charges Steven and Amethyst and Peridot. And Peridot is all like, skewer! And Jasper is poofed. Amethyst goes over there because Amethyst is a quartz as well. And she picks up Jasper's gem and is like, come here, sis. Bubbles her and sends her away to their little bubble room. To go, it's their essential ball pit prison. Yeah. And, yeah, I feel like a lot of this season 3 anyways, is Steven making amends or learning about the sins of the matriarchy, or rather, his mother's past, coming to grips with that. That's why you had episodes like Mr. Greg, where Pearl and Greg, Greg Universe, finally make up over what happened with Rose Quartz, which I think we'll finally find out how Rose Quartz is Steven and vice versa by the end of this. No, not by the end of this season, because this season's almost over, but more likely in the 4th season, which is starting up this month too. So, yeah. Overall, a pretty good episode. A bit of fusion craziness there, which I like. That's pretty great. Some good animation, some interesting, although somewhat tawdry character designs. The whole design for Smokey Quartz with like the weird disjointed arm thing here, and the yo-yo weapon. Like, I would expect Smokey Quartz to have at least 4 arms, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it has to do with... Oh, I just realized what it has to do with. Ever wonder why Connie and Steven's little fusion Stevani doesn't have 4 arms? I think it's because more of Stevani is Connie. Steven's more of a catalyst. Steven is more of a pliable ingredient into this. That might be it. Maybe it's because Steven is in fact, half gem and half human and such. And that might be part of the reason why Smokey Quartz is 3 arms. So, if we see like Steven fused with like Garnet or Pearl, and they also, that particular fusion has 3 arms, that'll kind of inadvertently confirm that only Steven's gem half is actually able to fuse. Interesting. Well, Jasper's out of the way, Peridot saved the day, and Amethyst and Steven have fused into Smokey Quartz, which is kind of interesting, and they're on their way back to the barn to tell Lapis, and they discover that Pearl and Garnet are already there with the 5 rubies, who are back from Neptune apparently. And that's the end of the episode. So, what do you think of this episode? What do you think about the idea of a gem war happening in the future, or as the balance of power shifts between the various different gems, which I would imagine to fill the void left by Pink Diamond, one of those diamonds would have to take control. Kind of like if you kill Hitler, Goebbels and I forgot the other dude, will try and seize power, that type of thing. But yes, what'd you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.